Shot clock now at 10 seconds for Ruben Patterson. Nice defense by Stojakovic to cut him off. And we've seen that before. Nick Van Exel from downtown. And he continues with the struggling from the perimeter. That not even close, Jerry.
Yeah,
wide open, 17 feet away.
Yeah, definitely. He's just not even shooting the ball like comfortably. Like
8 to shoot.
Now watch Nick Van Exel. The quickness explodes by Mobley, and nobody can get there in time.
Blazers 2 of 7. Sacramento 1 of 4. Oh, nice pass to Ratliff from Van Exel.
That's just a nice lob from Nick Van Exel. Just throws it up in the air. Sees Theo Ratliff coming in down the middle.
Here's Stoudemire. Now Mobley drops back now Van Exel. And Van Exel hits the 3. And
well, I'm number 1 Wildcat. You're number 2 or 3.
Oh, Van Exel just walked right in there. When you talk about Nick Van Exel, you're just talking about a guy that just tortures them every time they meet.
Well, I mean, mainly because he can do these kinds of things. Goes, fakes left, goes right, gets all the way to the basket. You already saw the 3. Just penetrates a little stutter step and throws the ball up. Lets Theo Ratliff get it. Now finds Damon Stoudemire, who kicks back for another long ball. Nick Van Exel can score every way that can be, and the ball is just his for the owning as he gets all the way to the basket one more time.
Glass. Bibby, a corner 3. And it's taken away by Van Exel, and Van Exel makes it to Patterson to 23 to 16 game. Van Exel, and that's a 2-pointer.
Balls.
Van Exel with that patent and runner with the left hand. Point game, look out, Anderson. He's 1 on 4. Van Exel from 24 from downtown, no. And Van Exel runs it down. Van Exel. Nick Van Exel was 16 here in the first half. Stojakovic on him. Van Exel. Only Nick Van Exel can do that. I'm telling you, Jerry, he's just unbelievable, isn't he? And Van Exel with the running one-hander.
That's why sometimes shot blocking is overrated right there.
And now another 3 by several of those contests going into overtime. And yeah, the Kings have a much better record than Portland, but these two teams normally go right down to the wire. And now Stoudemire. And Damon Stoudemire continues the hot shooting.
As one guy gets heated up, the defense overreacts to that player and leaves someone else open. Right now, Damon Stoudemire is the guy that's killing.
Oh my goodness, Damon Stoudemire is on fire. After the timeout, Portland gets the ball inbounds, and it's Nick Van Exel.
Got a little pressure here.
And there's Van Exel coming up with a steal, and Van Exel now calls a timeout.
Doug's just a heck of a player.
Yes, he is.
Had a tremendous career while he was here.
And the Kings turn it over, just as you said, Jerry. Van Exel, here's a 3. No, you knew that was going in before he shot it.
Yep.
Stoudemire and Van Exel.
Now watch as Coutinho tries to split the double team, not able to. It looks like Theo Ratliff knocked the ball loose. Here's Nick, says, this is as far as I need to go. And Nick said,
Van Exel. Again, the Prisbilla, and see, that's where you got to foul him. I don't understand that. Why would you? I can't believe that's not a lane violation on Weber. Patterson. Van Exel, we're tied. Well, when you go over with the officials. Now, that's clearly a 3 from that angle. And it is. They give him a 3. It's 100 to 100.
The point again, you see the missed shot. You see Patterson inside of Brad Miller gets the miss, and there's Nick Van Exel clearly behind the line for the 3. King simply
a great comeback, and now it's Patterson against Stojakovic. Ruben Patterson now to Van Exel. Van Exel. And Van Exel makes it 102 to 100.
Watch Nick Van Exel, a little ball fake, gets him into the paint. Nobody comes to help. Brad Miller shows like he will see Webb, and then just a little hang time by Nick Van Exel. That were important.
And Patterson at the horn.